Ooh. It's cheese. A mound of golden cheese.
I thought I could taste like Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'll have the chocolate then.
We are Rich, Jen and Dexter, and this is the second part of our Christmas at Disneyland Paris 3-parter. And this is the Christmas Day video, so let's jump straight into it.
So Merry Christmas, everyone. It's about 7:30, and we're just all waking up. Dexter's snacking on whatever's around. It just so happens to be popcorn and candy floss. Is that nice? I let you off because it's Christmas. But yeah, we're gonna go into the park, and what are we doing today, Jen? We've got a meal booked at like 6 at night. Apart from that, we're just gonna go in and do whatever we can. Go on rides, eat some Christmas snacks probably. Should we get maybe some Christmas snacks for breakfast? Yeah, that's what we're doing. We've just put some Christmas cards up in our room, and it just feels weird. It's like we live here. What am I supposed to do with that? Thank you. Oh, it's sticky. Should we go and wash our hands? Yeah, come on, go wash your hands. So it's about 10 to 8 in the morning, and we're making our way through the Santa Fe now. My hair looks ginormous.
It doesn't.
And we're gonna hopefully try and get a free coffee or a free hot drink. You get, I think is it 2 free hot drinks a day if you stay in a Disney hotel, or 4 hot drinks a day. Basically using your room key. There's a little the little coffee machines in Disney hotels. So we're gonna try and find one on our way, but it's a bit. They are on a map somewhere, but we're just we're gonna head towards the park now. Dexter's already had popcorn, candy floss, and chicken for his breakfast. To be honest, he wasn't eating yesterday, so I don't really care what he eats now. He can have pork scratchings and a pint of Guinness for like a as long as it. No, he can't. Just in case child services come after me.
So these are the free coffee machines. We found one in Building 14 in Santa Fe.
Credit €4.
Yeah, so it says €4, and I'm pretty sure.
So what's happening? What do you want?
Oh, I've got chocolate. So you scan that.
Yes.
That's all the options.
Scan that. Oh God, it's hot chocolate.
And then it pops out your cup and fills your drink up. They are only small cups and they're not exactly filled to the top, but
I would be asking to see the manager if I paid cash money for this.
I think, like I said, if you got your 4
That's
in
hot
one,
chocolate.
if you get your 4 in one day and bring a thermos,
That's a good idea. Jen
just
said
pour it all in.
bring a thermos, go beep beep beep, get all 4, and then just.
Because you get 4 a day.
You fit your thermos in there, pour it from the cup. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I won't fit in there. So just a heads up, if you're walking, we usually walk on the Cheyenne side alongside the river to the park. We've just walked on the Santa Fe side. If you've got a pram and you're pushing with one hand and a coffee like we just were, this is just, I think this is a nicer walk.
Yeah,
it's a wider path on the Cheyenne, but this is more like a Centre Park path.
Sheltered from the rain as well because there's loads of trees.
Yeah, it's more sheltered. It's such a small thing, but if you're walking with a pram and it's raining, basically I'd take the Santa Fe side. Dexter's now got crisps. So to change things up, we've actually come to the Disney Studios park, which is open for extra magic hours, but it's a bit unclear. No one seems to know, but it is open for extra magic hours. We're here now and it's 8:25. So we're gonna go on the Spiderman ride.
It's saying
Web Slingers ride. It's saying it's a 5-minute wait. That's the one ride we've not been on, but we absolutely want to go on with the baby. So we're gonna go and do that now, so it's definitely ticked off. So we've just come on to Spiderman. Apparently it's a 5-minute wait, so we'll see if that's accurate. We're getting on at 8:28. By the way, 5-minute wait, we literally just walked in and it started. Yeah. Just a very quick note that's similar to like Tower of Terror and things like that. You walk in and then it's kind of like a mini show, and then you'll walk through to the ride, which is what we're doing now. So I was a little bit critical of Flight Force yesterday and how it just felt like a bit like a bog standard ride. That is how you do a Disney ride. Like, that was so many rides combined in one, like a bit like Tower of Terror with the pre-show, a bit like Midway Mania with the shooting, and a bit like rock and roller coaster with kind of the animation at the start, where you have Steve Tyler, you had Tom Holland this time. If you're wondering, you do wear 3D glasses, but you don't have a physical web shooter. I don't know how they do it, but basically you wear 3D glasses, you look at the screen, and whenever you want to fire web, you do that, and web fires on the screen. Obviously, I don't know how to do it, but it's class. It's funny, you feel like a bit of a muppet at first, and then there's a grown guy next to me, absolutely loving it, giving it beans. But it was great, really good. Definitely a Disney-worthy ride. We're just in the shop now. Dexter's looking at all the different merch.
I think it's a bubble machine. Spider.
Wow, do you want to pick something? So these are little robots from the ride you can buy. These are 25 euros. I think they're like little robotic ones, and you just scuttle along the floor, I imagine. Do you want one of those? Do you want to buy that?
Your little Spiderman.
Buy that with your Christmas money.
And you press a button, apparently it goes.
Yeah, Dexter really liked the ride as well. I think the little robots.
He was doing that, and I was going.
He kept pointing them.
Should we get it?
Yeah, come on then, we'll get this.
We'll get this.
I think Mummy wants to buy a t-shirt as well. Jen wants to buy this t-shirt, but she's paranoid that she's already got a Spider-Man t-shirt, so she said we're going to share it. This is 30 euros. This is kind of what all the cast members wear going onto the ride, so we're going to get this t-shirt. Stark contrast, no pun intended, to Flight Force, which was just a fast roller coaster in the dark, almost like it was covering some of the cracks, and like, oh, we didn't have time to develop a full-fledged sort of detailed Disney ride, so we'll make it in the dark. That was really cool. That was a combination of all the cool, technologically advanced Disney rides, yeah. So, not to be missed. So we're back in the Disneyland park now, and we're just getting greeted by Mickey and Minnie. Dexter's loving it. Who's that? Is that Minnie Mouse and Mickey? So we're visiting in December, obviously, and we wrapped up beyond belief. We brought thermals, gloves, heating pads, everything. And I've just had to take my jumper off. I'm in a t-shirt and a coat. We are carrying the baby and stuff, so we are working up a sweat, but I mean, back in the UK it was like -9 a week before we left, so we feared for the worst, but honestly, like, it's not that cold. Obviously January is where it really gets cold, but yeah, just keep that in mind if you're coming in December. So we've come on the buzz ride again because Dexter saw Buzz and we just had to go on. Again, 5-minute wait, you walk right to the front, so that's always nice. We've just come to the main snack kiosk on Main Street, the cable car bake shop. But there isn't really any festive treats. We were expecting like Christmas something. It's all like 30th anniversary stuff still, like cookies and muffins. There's not much. And a horse-drawn carriage with a Santa hat and the horse has just come through. Dexter's got a beignet. As soon as he seen him, he was kicking off big time. He wanted it. Bigger than his head, look. We're happy now. So we've just come under the castle to see the dragon. It's hardly ever empty here, and it's absolutely empty now. So we're walking in with a pram. Coming in here with a pram is a minefield. So it's empty. You can actually see the floor for once. So we've just come to see the scary dragon. Wow. Wow, what's that, little man? I think we might have said it in our last video, we actually got the tip from Adam Hatton, but if you want a picture of the castle, you can go on Main Street, but honestly, just to the left of the castle here, there's a winding path that goes just into the back of the Dragon's Cave. That's the best shot for photos. We'll put a few photos on screen now, what we took. It's just, yeah, nice angle, the sun's hitting it great, you get the nice square trees in as well. It's just a really good angle. Just to the side, there's another entrance just here for the for going underneath the castle to see the dragon, which I don't think I knew about. We walked out before when it was really empty. It's just worth keeping in mind because the other end will be much busier. People tend to walk in and walk out. So if you want to kind of edge your way in, I would suggest going this way if it's busy. So we've come on Pirates again because it was 5 minutes. We went for a nice little walk and Pirates is great, so here we are. So we just got in the queue to meet Captain Hook, who's just outside Skull Rock pirate ship. Dexter's all rearing to go with his autograph book. We're trying to get Dexter to wear gloves. I mean, there's no gloves for 2-year-olds that really fit, so he's trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Say, can you write in that? Dexter. Oh.
You're gonna open it. It's gonna be better for the captain, okay?
There you go. Give that to the captain.
Say, oh, you see Mickey Mouse, Donald, Jessie, Winnie. Wow, look at that.
So we just met Captain Hook. Dexter likes to hug the characters, and I was gonna go and give him a hug, but I didn't want to put Captain Hook or any of the cast members in an awkward position. So I basically said, "Does Captain Hook give hugs?" And he was like, "Eh." So we give him a tap on the shoulder, which is kind of what I expected. Wow.
So we're currently going up the Swiss Family Robinson Tree House. I think we're almost near the top. Oh boy, Dex. When you come up here, you also have really good views of the park, and you can see Mr. Fredrickson and Russell. Russell? Wow. Let's try and find Mr. Fredrickson. He is
Really good at steps.
there.
Oh wow.
Good boy, Dex.
Oh, I'm doing really well.
Quite steep steps coming down if you've got kids.
Dexter's currently eating candy floss with his gloves on. That's like taking a bath with your socks on. So we just jumped in the queue to go and meet Rafiki and Timone, which is apparently a good meet. We've never met them before. So Dexter likes animals, monkey, meerkat. Can't go wrong, surely. Did you just blow him a kiss?
You blow Rafiki a kiss? He's like, I want my autograph.
Yeah, well, I have.
He's looking at his tail. Dexter, like, look. Good boy.
You give Rafiki a hug as well?
Good boy. Oh, thank you.
So we just met Timone and Rafiki, which was really good. And then just coming out, the Lion King show is just about to start.
They
so
can
we're going
fit
to run
us
in.
in, so we're literally running.
And we're going to run in.
See you in a
aren't we?
minute.
So we've just come out of the Lion King. The baby was loving the songs and fell asleep. You can see the queue behind me. There's loads of people. Honestly, like, unless you've got your heart set on seeing the show, I wouldn't queue up. I would just chant walking in at the end, and they just kind of go on, 2 minutes it starts running. But from what I've seen with like Frozen and Lion King, it's so popular. You have to wait in a I think they say like wait 45 minutes beforehand. Obviously, if you're on your own, you haven't got kids, that's okay, and you've got nothing to do. But if you've got kids, I would say chance it and try and walk in at the end, because he wouldn't wait in a queue, and he was enjoying the songs. He was enjoying the songs. He's now asleep. So in terms of what the Lion King show is like, it's not like the West End show with all people with animal shapes.
Even the
and like,
Lion King show and Animal Kingdom, it's not
yeah,
like
and
that.
it's not like the Animal Kingdom show where it's in the round and there's loads of like, character sort of props, things like that. It's very much like performers dressed up in costumes and singing. So it's not necessarily for kids. It's very much like an adult show. He was liking the songs, but I imagine a lot of...
I don't know if you got onto the
Yeah,
animals.
yeah, I don't think he got onto the fact they were dressed up as animals. But keep that in mind, if you're taking kids to go and see it like it's a big, colourful animal show, it's not that. So this is the Lucky Nugget quick service. We just popped in here for some dinner. This is more like half a proper dining restaurant and half a quick service, because you walk in and you don't go to like, there's not several kiosks to take your order. There's just one till, put your order in, then they seat you, but then you get quick service food. So we'll show you our food now. So we've just got our food. We've actually got this to share. So we got a Coke and a burger and chips. And I'm not 100% sure whether there's the dessert coming, but this was €29. We're gonna get it to split just to tie us over. So what do you think of this burger? This is a steak burger that came with the meal deal.
Yeah. So I took the tomato off.
I'm gonna eat. Wow, I'm filming.
Do you know what it might be? It might be the rocket.
Normally on a burger it'd have lettuce.
Oh my god.
But it's got rocket on, it's got bacon on it, and it's got cheese.
It's just really nice, isn't
and
it?
it's a steak burger, so... Yeah, and is that like barbecue sauce at the bottom?
Like a chutney.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we should have read the menu.
We're excessively reviewing a burger. Oh my god, don't drop it. Don't drop it. It's embarrassing filming. So I've just been looking on the app, and I did say earlier about I don't think it's worth waiting in the queue for the Lion King. You can reserve a seat on the app, and I do remember when we were in the queue, there's a second reservation. You know, there's walk-ins and there's a reservation line. So you can book a seat if you don't want to wait. I'm assuming it's a much easier process going in. However, you can't book a seat for Frozen, don't know why that is, and Frozen's like the next big show next to the Lion King, so just keep that in mind anyway. We just finished our food, and I asked, we do get a dessert with it, so that was included in the €29, but it is a bit all over the place the way it functions in here. It's a quick service, but it's not. It's a restaurant, but it's not. So we have to wait for our dessert to come over separate, like in a restaurant, even though we order at the same time, like a quick service. It's just confusing. We want to just go and eat our dessert now, but we can't. Apparently we've got to wait for it. Another update on the Lucky Nugget. So we've been waiting for our dessert for ages, and I asked the waitress. She said, "I'll go and tell your waitress that you're going. You know, you need your dessert." And then we waited 10 minutes, and we were waiting for a parade, so we want to get off. And then we told her again. She went, "All right, I'll go and ask her." And she took her time, and she went and go and asked her again. And she was sat around chatting, and now she's gone to get the dessert. I'm not impatient. It's just. We've been waiting like 15 minutes on, okay, it's coming right away. And I literally think it's ready in the kitchen, coming to go. But we probably just missed a parade we wanted to see now. But again, like I don't really understand the structure to the service in here. It's just nuts. It's like someone's passed down orders and it's been lost in translation. It's like, alright, so we take your order, then you sit, then you wait. And then, I don't know. Anyway, hope this dessert is the absolute, oh my god, you should see the size of it. It's tiny. It literally looks like
It'll be mousse or something.
a macaroon on a plate. Let's have a look. So this is the dessert. It looks like golden nuggets. I don't know what it is. So let's have a little look. Come on, you have a little bit.
It looks a bit like
Spray painted mac and cheese. Oh my god. What was it, like caramel?
I told you, everything's mousse because you can like mould it. I have no idea. Now I'm getting like a taste of like Philadelphia cheese.
Oh. I think it might be cheese, you know. Ooh. It's cheese.
Okay.
A mound of golden cheese.
I thought I could taste like Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'll have the chocolate then. That's probably brisket.
Angus, I thought it was meringue.
All that, I'm probably not going to eat it.
That's weird, isn't it?
Nah, I'm alright.
Yeah.
What a waste of time.
Weird. Can I try the chocolate?
Yeah, just have the rest of it.
Is it just chocolate?
Yeah, it's just chocolate, I think.
Here it is.
Let's go. So we didn't quite make the parade, we just caught the end of it, and the baby's just shot up because his favourite song's on. He's ready for the ride playing! Yeah! Absolutely love this song. So this is now just like a one float parade, if you want to catch it. So pin badge availability in Paris, like we said in our previous videos, is a bit strange. We were after a 2022 Christmas pin, they just don't have it here. So we always get a pin when we come to Disney, so we wanted to get a pin with Christmas theme, so we got a Santa Spider-Man pin. So we met Spider-Man and it's Christmas, so this one will have to do. We're just about to go on the railway. We just jumped in the queue and I was changed the baby's bum. I mean, it might seem obvious, but if you've got kids, one of you can stay in the queue and you can just either meet them at the end of the queue, which we should do more often really, or just jump in the queue. Mr. Dramatic. You were like this in May when we were on this queue. You were going off. Daddy's gonna sneeze.
Firemen infested out above the thing.
Jen's just shopping around on her own. Nope, Dex is there as well, playing with a buzz. So we've just caught the ready for the ride. Dream and Shine Brighter, I think it's called. The 30th anniversary one, a very condensed version, which is just the one float parade. Me and Dexter basically ran all along Main Street, following it up Main Street. I think it just runs from, do you know where I think it runs from? Do you know the centre near the castle? Just off near the secret walkway through. I think there's gates there it comes out of. Because how fast did it get to bottom Main Street? I think it pretty much goes from the centre in front of the castle just to the top of Main Street, and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's one float just there, 10 minutes at that. But we caught that anyway, so that's still running. We're just on our way to the studios now for about 2 hours maybe before we have food.
Do you want to go with Jessie? Hi, do you want to go? Let's go!
Dexter's got pen right along my chin. Have kids, it'll be fun, they said. Thanks, mate. So we just mean to see Jessie. We have met Jessie before, but he was particularly made up with Jessie the first time we seen him. So we just went to see him, and again, the Jessie meat's really good. We're just gonna go and see what other rides we can get on before we have food at 6:15. So I've just run onto Ratatouille on the single rider queue, which is 5 minutes. So we're hoping, a bit like last time, I'll run on, do the single rider, get the parent swap, then either Jen can come on her own, or hopefully they'll let us all come on as a family. That's the hope anyway. So we just did the single rider. 5 minute wait, it said you literally go straight on, and if you do parent swap, I've said it in another video before, but basically you ask for parent swap at the end and they will give you a little voucher like this, which entitles up to 2 riders to go through the premier access line. So that includes Jen and the baby, or me and Jen, so 2 adults as well. But I'm hoping that they'll let all 3 of us go in. It worked. They let us on. You know, snigger. To be honest, they could have said no. You know, it is kind of not in the rules, but you know, to be honest, he's going to sit on one of our knees, so it's no different than 2 people going on anyway. That's my justification for breaking the law, And this is the premier access. So it's probably going to be about a 5 minute wait. Buddy Holly. Look her eyes out. Just like that. So we just went on the Ratatouille ride then, and Dexter wore the 3D glasses the whole time, which he's never done before. Obviously, 2-year-old doesn't understand. He's like, oh, get him off, but he just sat there the whole time.
He's just like frozen, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think, obviously to us, we know the mechanics of how rides are that work. He doesn't, so that must have been totally sort of immersive for him. But he was loving it. He just sat there like that the whole time. Was that good? We saw Remy, didn't we? Just arriving at Sequioa Lodge now for our 6:15 reservation at Hunter's Grill, and they've got, well, it's not a Christmas tree, but they've just decorated the trees outside to look Christmassy with multicoloured bulbs. So we just met up with my sister again for the Hunter's Grill reservation, so it's all hands on deck with kids bouncing around all over the place. This is the Hunter's Grill buffet. This is €45 for the buffet. I think it's a pretty standard price in Disney. You've got pasta, you've got American style sort of chicken, meatballs, Italian meatballs should I say. Then we've got all different types of big slabs of beef and stuff like that. And also mini potatoes. They've also got fish. Yeah, pretty standard really. What have we got? We've got potatoes, pasta with spag bol and cheese, pancake cheese, aren't they? Meatballs, mini potatoes, and cheesy potatoes. You alright, little man? What have you got? Dexter's got a yogurt, chicken nuggets, broccoli, lots of food. So we're just going for dessert. Here's some of the desserts we got. I don't even know where to start with this. Just look what's on the plate. There's lots of chocolate, there's lots of mousse. Here we go. Thank you. I just have to sit here and take this. 4 more verses, Jen. Let's 1, 2, 3. You can do it. Yay! Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Man. Wow. I just had about 12 desserts. I'm going to do this now.
Thank you very much.
So just in case that wasn't clear, it's my brother-in-law's birthday today on Christmas, so we just brought him a cake out. God, I'm really red, aren't I? We're all dead red. It's red hot in here. So we've just been to Hunter's Grill and just had the buffet. We're absolutely stuffed now. Just going to walk quickly back to the hotel in Santa Fe, freshen up before heading back into the park for the fireworks. That's the plan anyway. We're heading off to the fireworks now, and I know I'm biased because he's my son, but how cute's Dexter in his little raincoat and his hat. And he's got his pyjamas on underneath as well, his little Christmas pyjamas. Let's go! So we're just heading back into Disney now to see the fireworks show. I'm really tired. We're heading back into Disney now to see the fireworks at 10 PM, but before that, at 10:02, there is the Disney D-Light show with the drones, which
you'll have seen in like the last series.
Yeah, which we'll have seen the last time we visited, which is absolutely class. It's so good, and the song, like, honestly, we listen to it in the car all the time, just because the baby likes it and we like it, and it's spot on. It makes me like nearly cry every time I listen to it, just because it reminds me of coming to Disney. But yeah, after that at 10 is the fireworks show, and it's, what was it called again?
Disney Dreams of Christmas.
Disney Dreams of Christmas, which is apparently the old style fireworks here instead of illuminations, which people, you know, en masse don't particularly like. So it's the old fireworks show, and as the name would suggest, with a slight Christmas slant. So we're going to see how that is. So we're just going to go and watch the D-Light show and the fireworks from Discoveryland. Just mix it up a little bit because, you know, none of the Christmas garlands are in the way, so hopefully it'll be a good view. Oh, here we are. That's the kind of view we're going to have. Hopefully manage the tree once we move around. So just outside Discoveryland, where the Discoveryland sign is, near the globe, we've got this view, which is class. Totally unobstructed, except for that child. It's a great view. So we're going to see it from here. Just on our way out of the park now for the fireworks, and there's the main man waving us off. Dexter fell asleep just after D-Light and just before the fireworks, so he's a vegetable now in the pram. Just saying then to Jen, I understand how they do the D-Light thing, I understand how drones work, I've flown a drone, I know how they work, I know there's just lights on them and they program them. Even so, it's so impressive. I
think it's the best thing like I've seen in Disney.
Yeah, like it's just we're so desensitized now to like new technology and just kind of trusting that things work and things are amazing to look at, but it is so impressive how they program those drones to do different shapes and then move in like a 360 globe. It's just nuts. It's so good. I mean, I think I said it last time we saw the fireworks in the last video series. Even if you don't want to stay for the fireworks, just stay 10 minutes to watch the D-Light show. It's so good. And back to the hotel to pack.
And sleep.
And sleep, yeah. So it's now 11:10 at night, and we've just come back to the hotel. The hotel shop is open. Starbucks, which is part of the hotel, isn't. I'm pretty sure it was open till like midnight in the Cheyenne when we stayed in May, but just keep that in mind. The shop is open late, but Starbucks isn't. So we just got back to the hotel. It is now 11:20. Have to whisper because the little man is asleep. So this has now become an ASMR video. But yeah, today's been a long day. It's been really nice. Christmas Day in Disney is busy, which means you're going to do a lot of rushing around to try and get on the best rides and stuff like that. I'm very, very tired. I sound like I've had a drink. So yeah, we will be heading back into the park tomorrow, believe it or not, for Boxing Day to see we can maybe go on some of our favourite rides, probably on the Web Slinger ride again. That was really cool. So that's the end of this video. If you liked it, don't forget to like it and subscribe and comment as well. Go hello, and we'll see you in the next video.